Hey everyone, welcome back to another WineDown. So this time we're coming at you a little differently. We are virtual. So Carolina, you've become a brand new person since I got COVID, working out, going to the strip, and I can say that I miss you, tequila and chips. That's all I want.
I miss you too. I can't wait to see you. This life of working out and visiting new places without you is not the same. So come back to me.
So, what did you do this week? I heard that you went to a Barry Habib webinar about debt consolidation. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, the subject doesn't sound very interesting because it's debt consolidation. But yeah, I did a webinar yesterday. Barry Habib is going to do once a month. And for those of you that don't know Barry Habib, he has been in the mortgage industry for several years, and he has a service called MBS Highway where they predict what the interest rates are going to do. They look at the reports of unemployment or inflation. So for people like us that are in the industry, it's really great information to get as far as data to see what the market is, and also helps us to see how we can generate business. So this webinar yesterday was specifically for loan officers that are in the broker world, and it was on how we can get more business with the interest rates almost touching the 8%. We haven't seen that for a very long time, since probably 2012. I'm sorry, 2013. And so it was really interesting to see how we can help our clients consolidate their debt by using the equity that's in their homes. So even if somebody has a low interest rate on a mortgage payment, but they have high rates on credit cards, auto payments, maybe student loans that are no longer with the 0% interest rates or the low rates, we can help them consolidate all that debt using their equity to make one more affordable monthly payment. So that was really interesting, and looking at the numbers of the unemployment reports. And then again, you gotta like numbers. So it was a very interesting hour for me.
Yeah, and definitely cool to be able to help a few of our clients that would fit in with, because that's the joy of the business, is that not everybody's going to fit into the same category. So as long as there's something for everyone, we can always help the client, as long as you or I know about something new that can help them, right? So if we don't know or we don't attend these things, we'll be very cut and dry, and that's not helpful for anyone.
Yeah, and it helps us with our education. As going as the business evolve, we need to evolve with it as well, and be able to adapt, and also help our agents, because when you go to a client and say, "Oh, you can sell your house, you can free up like $200,000," and now you have to get into this new payment, and it might cost you, I don't know, $1,000 more per month. That's not likely a good move. But if
No.
we assess their entire financial situation, where we can actually save them money per month, keep some money for a rainy day, and get them into a bigger house, maybe because their family has gotten bigger, then it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so talking about families getting bigger, a topic that's very common for you and I to speak about is the homeschooling that you do for the girls. So they recently made a change. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we made a change because we were kind of going with our own curriculum and also doing an online one, just to see which one was more challenging for them. But it became a little bit bland, especially that their teachers online changed. So I saw the girls getting a little bored. So I'm like, okay, what can we do? So we found at this other school that some friends go to. It's online. The nice thing is that they have live lessons. I mean, lessons that are taught live by a person, on top of the pre-recorded ones, and the four main core ones are going to be math, science, reading, and social studies. Those are already pre-recorded. There are a lot of worksheets that go with them, and little tests that are automatic, and that you measure the attendance that way. But in addition to that, they have live lessons for art, for music, for Spanish, Korean, sign language, Minecraft. And they also had a class for Legos, which I thought it was kind of like a fun little 30-minute class, especially for Danny, that loves playing with Legos. and it's just like, what can you build in 3 minutes? I need, I want that whatever you build has food, is a vehicle, and it has a driver. So their imagination just starts going, and it allows them to interact with other kids. So that's been really nice. But it created more work for me because the questions are harder, like the different geography questions that Valentina is going through. Which one is the biggest river in the entire world? Is that the Jordan River? And then like different things. What is the largest river in the world, or how to pronounce the letter E with a phonic sound in English? It's just like me trying to figure these things out because I didn't learn that way when I was back in Peru. But the girls are enjoying it, and I can see their progress.
Good. I mean, progression is honestly, I feel like, the most important part of homeschool because, first of all, you're stuck at home, so you need to make sure it's not the same thing every day. Everyone's stuck in a rut. And secondly, that it's they are learning something, because if they're not learning something at the end of the day, how are they going to be successful adults? So it's really cool that you found something that fits your need. So the next thing we're going to talk about, I'm super bummed about because I've always wanted to go here, and I can't believe that you went without me and got to experience it. But tell us about Italy at Park MGM.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I was at this trip again doing volunteer work, and I was told about this place, and I'm like, what is it? It's like a food court with Italian vendors all around. So there is like Italian coffees, there is seafood, there is pasta, there is a bar in the middle, there is like all these different treats, like little wafers. There's a place that just sells like oysters, and everything is just like, like a food court, like a round food court, and everything is Italy. It's so great. It was so pretty. I can't wait to take you there.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular place, and for people who have gluten sensitivities, not allergy, of course, but for sensitivities, I'm one of those people, and I can eat like French flour and Italian flour, as you know. So if you have a gluten sensitivity, I definitely recommend going there. It's also like a little market, so you can bring home noodles, you can bring home seasonings, you can bring home flour, and I really recommend trying the flour because you can actually have a true like glutinous meal without it hurting you. And I don't know, I find that very interesting.
Yeah, it was a really place to go. So you definitely have to come with me next time.
Yes, for sure. I was so bummed when I saw that you went there. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl's living life without me. So, but speaking of like health and things like that, you're looking a little buff.
Am I really? It's like a tiny little baby muscle.
So you joined CrossFit.
Well, I tried a free trial class, really. So Gloria is always Gloria Wood. She's always talking about the CrossFit place that she goes, and she lives all the way out in Summerlin, which is about 35, even 45 minutes with traffic. Away from where we are. And I saw one of her posts that she comes all the way out over here by Gibson and American Pacific to this place called CrossFit Site. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. And I'm like, you come all the way down here. This is like 9 minutes from my house. So she gave me her schedule, the days that she goes. So I went with her at 7 in the morning, and it was just so funny because I really haven't done a CrossFit since I was pregnant with Danny. So that was 2017. And I'm not one to carry heavy things. I usually give them to Railey to carry for me. So I get there and they're like, how much experience you have? And I'm like, treat me like a newbie because I haven't lifted anything heavy. I'm really not working out or anything like that. So everybody's picking up their 147-pound like barbells with their weights, 150, 163. And then you want to take a guess at how much mine was?
50.
15.
Oh no! That's hilarious.
Yeah, 15 because they just gave me the barbell, and because
without the weights on it.
Yeah, you need to learn the form because the way they are doing it is how they bend their knees, how they lift it up. They don't want you to strain yourself. So a lot of the class was learning, but because I'm out of shape as far as like weightlifting, I mean probably all together. But I was so sore because yeah, they do like they lift it and they make a jump and then you gotta do like this. I don't know, and then like twist your arms. And then the other thing that I didn't know is that we were gonna be running in between the lifting.
Oh, wow.
You know how much I like running.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a very fun class because they were super patient with me. Nobody made fun of me for my 15-pound weight when everybody, and they were just happy that I was there. So I definitely do want to sign up. This week end up being really busy. But they have, for newbies like me, they have like a card, like a pass card that you can get. So you go whenever you're available. So I'm thinking like going early in the morning would be fun. And I would really want to take you there because I think you would thrive. You're so strong.
Yeah, that would actually be super fun. Well, thank you, Gloria, for taking Carolina there. I know that she was pumped and ready for this because she did a 7 mile hike just to be prepared. So you went missing. I didn't know where you were. I'm like asking my husband, "Where is Carolina? I don't know what to do." And he's like, "I bet she went on a hike." And I'm like, "There's no way. She always warns me ahead of time." And believe it or not, 5.5 hours later, I get a text, "Sorry, I went on a 7 mile hike. My legs are dead."
Oh my goodness. So we were supposed to go to Arizona Hot Springs, but we were distracted because Jaime was trying out his camera and taking pictures of different things, and the rock formations, even the dirt is so beautiful as you're going through the canyon. So then we obviously took the wrong route and ended up at a place called White Rock River, White Rock something, and it was about the same distance. And technically, a friend told me you can get from there to the hot springs. You just gotta kind of get on the water.
Interesting.
But we weren't doing that. So we did that. We took a lot of breaks in between, but the floor has sand and gravel. So you're like sinking in, and my legs were killing me. And then on the way back, the girls were already very tired, and Jaime had been taking turns picking each one of them one at a time. And then I'm like, "Oh, let me help you." So I grabbed the littlest one, and he grabs the bigger one, and that completely exhausted me. Just picking her
That
little
was your CrossFit day one.
yeah, just picking up her little 36 pounds for a small period of time, it completely did me with my energy. Where I think I got like, I don't know what it was, but we were almost at the finish line because I could see the truck at the top of the hill. And then we're almost there. And then I'm like, "Guys, I gotta stop. I gotta throw up." And they're like, "Oh no, we're losing mommy." And then I had drank my entire water backpack, 2 liters of it, and Dania still had some. So she's like, "Have my water." So then
Oh.
Valentina is like, "Are you okay?" And it was just so funny. So now we know if we go on a long hike, the first one to go is going to be me. True. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in and bearing with us as we go virtual. But hopefully, we'll be together soon, checking out more different properties that we want to show you. And then there's a new program, IT, 3.5%, that I'm gonna try to learn and get that information over. That's gonna be exciting for our
Yeah,
clients.
we should totally. We'll post that as like a little separate YouTube video for you guys to look at in case anybody's curious and looking that up on YouTube. So look out for that information so you can see if you qualify.
Yep. Well, we'll see you guys next time.